first I'm gonna start with getting my face ready by moisturizing. You guys get my eyes ready. So I'll be using my one of my favorite concealers to set the eye, to get the eye ready. You could also use your eyeshadow primer, but I prefer this better because it gives me a very good coverage and make my eyes look more even. So let's apply this baby right here. So I already finished this eye right here, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how I created it. First, pick up your palette and we're gonna go and pick up the shade Spotlight. I'm gonna pick up one of my blending fluffy brush. This is Morphe M441 brush, and I'm gonna pick up this color and apply it all over my higher crease right below my brow bone. So I'm blending in circular motions, going back and forth just to really blend that. It's thinner on the top, so when you apply the shadows going directly like where you want it to go, and then you just could blend that out. Pick up the color Honey Butter and put it right below where you applied the transition color. To our Morphe 433 brush and pick up the color Makeup and Chill. So again, this brush, you apply it right where you want it, and I want it right in between my lid and like my crease, right in the center. And I'll tilt my head back and start blending that. I'm not going all the way in because you don't wanna you don't want this to have too much dark shadow, because you're going to be applying a lighter shadow in the in your inner eye area. So just continue blending. You're gonna pick up the same shade Makeup and Chill and apply it right over here, not in the corner but right before it, like right on this area, just to make the color much darker, and you can know exactly where you're applying it because you do not want to reach this area. So now that you already have your desired look, you're gonna go back and blend that out. Just blend it out lightly so you don't have any like hard lines or anything like that. So we're picking the color Bunny Nose and just applying it slightly right on this area. So again, you do not want to go all the way in with the shade Bunny Nose because we are creating like an ombre kind of entry of the eye. So just make sure you just have some space left to apply the shade Kittens and Satan Sheets. Satan? Nose. You're going to go ahead and pick up the shade Kittens. Again, you're not going all the way in. Well, almost, but not all the way. I'm going to go ahead and pick up the color Satan Sheets. and apply really like you're just highlighting this part of your area, so whatever part you have left and all the way inside your inner corner. So you're tapping that right there. So I'm gonna go back with this blending brush. It's a much smaller brush, and blend a little bit the Makeup and Chill shade and the bunny nose. So I'm blending that a little bit. So that's all really what I did for the eye. It's a very simple, fresh look. So I'm gonna go ahead to my eyebrows. So I'm gonna use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Pomade in the shade Dark Brown line, and just really go right above it and just go with the flow of your brow. I really like to make my eyebrows seem longer than what they really are. And then I'm gonna lightly brush it up and repeat the same step in the bottom. And I'm just gonna brush it down with the same brush, and at the same time it fills in my brow. It's just then I picked up this angle brush, so I went ahead and picked up the NYX Cosmetic eyeshadow primer, and I'm gonna clean out my eyebrows. So yeah, so I'm gonna pick up my glue, and it's almost gone. Just put a little bit. And now wait. I'm gonna pick up my Better Than Sex mascara, which is that true? Let's find out. I don't think so. Step one. No. So now that I went ahead and did my wing liner, which I'll just fix that with some foundation, I'll pick up my primer. So I'm gonna use this Milani primer. It's called Night Prime Light, and apply this all over this area. You guys can already tell. So now I'm gonna pick up my foundation. This is Fit Me Matte Poreless Foundation. I pick up my oval brush. So now that you blended it out, you're gonna go ahead and contour. What I like to use to contour to highlight my face is my Maybelline concealer. I always like to blend my highlighter first before I blend my contour. Now for my nose, instead of using the Beauty Blender, I like to use this brush right here. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up some LA Girl concealer and contour. So you want to go from this area right here and just move yourself. And yeah. again down from here and move that upwards like that. So down the bridge of your nose. And up here. Go back with my beauty blender and lightly just blend that and move it upwards. You don't want to blend like all over the place and like be all the way down here and it's everywhere. So just try to blend that upwards and just, you know, be patient. Why is this all the way over here? Okay. So by going upwards, you kind of created a line right here, and it's bringing your cheekbones to pop even more. And blend your nose with a much smaller brush. I mean, blend, contour your nose. So now let's go back to the eyes. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up the palette again and go with the shade Satin Sheets, and I'm gonna pick up again this detail brush and pick up some of this color and go in my lower lash line and inner corner of my eyes just to highlight this a little more. And I'm gonna repeat the same step on this eye because I did not do it on this eye. And just move myself in. So now that you did that, you're gonna go ahead and, should I use the same brush? Yeah, just use the same brush and pick up the color Makeup and Chill and put it in the outer corner of your eye. And really just all the way up here. So I'm gonna go highlight up here, highlight down the bridge of my nose, highlight in the inner corner of my eyes just to give it more pop, and on the brow bone right here. Just, you know, kind of blend all that out with the contour, the highlight, and your liquid lipstick. This is the shade Monday, also by ColourPop. So yeah,